So hi and welcome to another video, and today we're going to take a look at this KD25F here from Aorus 240hz monitor. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and you want to know what's different about this channel to all the other channels that you've been looking at for reviews on tech. This channel is dedicated to giving you the data and the statistics behind the tools of the gaming industry, things like mice, keyboards, monitors, giving you that edge to outplay your competition in competitive gameplay. So we want the fastest equipment. Latency is a problem, and this is what this monitor's trying to help out here with a 0.5mm latency. And the test here using a 1000 FPS camera to understand what the different settings are here, like aim stabilization, FreeSync, all those kind of extras, what latency it's going to give you on the monitor, whether it's going to enhance your game here and allow you to perform even better using this monitor than your competition. So if you aren't using all this information from this channel, for your mice, your keyboards, your monitors, then you're going to be at a disadvantage because other people are, and they're working out which ones are the fastest peripherals for them, which one's going to give them a good advantage in the competitive gameplay. So if you're missing out on any charts or anything, check out my Beardedbob.com website. It's all on there. You can go back and review these charts, or you can look at other charts as well to help you understand which things are going to help you going forward. So the price of this monitor, well, it is expensive. It's between 450 UK pounds and 550 UK pounds, 450 US, 550 US. Certainly an expensive monitor. It boasts a response time of 0.5 milliseconds. The average gaming monitor is 1 millisecond, so it's going to be difficult to tell here. We're going to do some tests and try and compare this. And I'll compare this to other monitors like the Zowie 2546 as well as the Alienware 240hz monitor as well. They'll be coming in future reviews, so keep your eye out for those. It's not a HDR, it's a TN panel. It's got a matte finish to reduce the glare here. It's 1080p, it's 24.5 inches. It's using FreeSync, which now is compatible with G-Sync, which is good to see. Got a brightness of 400 and a contrast of 1000. So some of the key features here before we get into the latency test. This monitor here, for me, offers one of the best OSD menus around using a little joystick. You can use software on the PC that I've not seen before to be able to control the OSD, as well as on-screen display using the joystick on the monitor. It's awesome, never seen that before. It's also got a built-in mic with auto noise cancelling here. You can use picture-in-picture, which is not bad. I particularly wouldn't use it when I'm gaming. It's a nice little gimmick, a lot of TVs have it, but again, not a feature I'm particularly interested in here. Things we are interested in though are the feature for the aim stabilization. What this is designed to do is reduce blur when you're moving around high-paced FPS games. We're going to see how that looks going forward when we use something called a UFO test here. What I have noticed though is you can't have the aim stabilizer and FreeSync enabled. You can only have one or the other. It seems to disable it, which is a bit annoying, and also when aim stabilizer is enabled, it seems to dim my monitor. And I have to change the brightness back up. So it kind of changes the profile from my standard sRGB settings that I've got on. It's got similar features to what Zowie boasts here. It's called a black equalizer. And what it does is it boosts all the shadows in games so people can't hide in corners, things like that, which is a good little feature here. Could be classed as a little bit of a cheat really, because some people can't take advantage of that, but these monitors, these higher 240hz monitors do have this, and this is certainly an advantage when you're gaming. The monitor here also has something called Game Assist. This allows you to add a crosshair in the center of the screen here, so it allows you to be able to aim slightly easier for games like Rainbow Six or something like that, where there's no crosshair unless you're ADS'd in. So it gives you a little bit of an advantage there. Again, could be a little bit cheaty, but people I'm sure are going to be using these behind the scenes because they're undetectable during the gameplay. A few more features in the Game Assist is you can have a timer and counter. Not really sure how useful this is, but okay, a little bit gimmicky here. There's another one here, gimmick called Dashboard, which allows you to put CPU temps and things on your monitor while you're gaming. To me, 24.5 inch monitor, there's not that much space, it's 1080p, and these kind of things get in the way, to be fair. So the latency test, well, the first latency test here is taken with FreeSync on and aim assist off. We're using the Zowie FK2, which is the baseline mouse that I use for all my tests where I'm doing comparisons here. That's because it's a well-known mouse. Each of these tests are run 5 times, and then an average is created. So to register movement in Rainbow Six, it took 33 milliseconds on average. In CSGO, it took 20 milliseconds. And in Kovac, it took 17 milliseconds. In the second latency test with FreeSync off and aim stabilization off, Rainbow Six took 23 milliseconds. CSGO took 20 milliseconds. And Kovac took 19 milliseconds. And then the final latency test was taken with FreeSync off and aim assist on. Watch your eyes here, is strobing like crazy, so if you're a bit sensitive to flashing lights here, don't look at this bit, skip to the next part. But Rainbow Six took 29 milliseconds, CSGO took 28 milliseconds, and Kovac took 26 milliseconds. And the quickest times here were posted with FreeSync off and aim assist off, which kind of looks to be like you probably don't want it on, but we're going to test now to see if it's visible. So using the UFO test here, which is quite common, I've took 4 measurements: 30 FPS, 60 FPS, 120 FPS, and 240 FPS. And using all these tests here, we took some with overdrive, which is another feature here from Aorus. We took with it on balanced, picture, speed. Couldn't really tell any difference. The only one that I could see a good difference in is if we had aim stabilization on. You could certainly see the eyes a little bit better on the UFO, but it wasn't that much of a difference when you're gaming, I don't think, personally. It was very difficult to tell. It wasn't like it gave me a massive advantage, so it's going to be tricky whether you want to use it on or off. It's going to come down to your personal preference. It certainly wouldn't make me go out and suddenly buy this monitor though. So in the real world, I've been using it with the aim stabilization off, and I've been using it with FreeSync off, and it's been a great performing monitor. So moving to color test here, using a Spider 5 and Display Cal. Aorus say that it comes in with 100% sRGB. I couldn't get it to do this. The maximum I got was 93.1 sRGB and Adobe of 66.1. Well, that's still very good, in fact, for a TN panel. So for me, I like this monitor because of the colors here. They're a lot better than some of the other 240Hz monitors I've been using. And this is one of the reasons why I'm using the Aorus at the minute. The viewing angles, TN panel, they're okay. 70 degrees horizontal, 60 degrees vertical. Not the best if you're off axes here, but you're going to be generally head on with it. And an IPS panel will just wipe the floor with it, so standard for a TN panel there. Moving on to the other kind of things, like the design of the bezel. Well, it's got a thick bezel at the bottom, which comes in at 23mm, and the top and side bezels are 0.8mm. It weighs around 7 kilos if you're interested, if you're going to wall mount it or something like that. It's got a VESA 100 by 100 mount as well, so you can mount it on an arm like I do. Stand itself is RGB lit. For me, a little bit gimmicky. I turn it off, or I don't even use the stand, let's put it that way. But if you're interested in the base, the height is 48.5 centimeters, the width is 23.5 centimeters, and the depth of the base is 45 centimeters. It does have quite thin legs, but again, as these kind of bases do, it's going to get in the way of your keyboard. So standard rotation, it does 90 degrees and goes into portrait, but you can't flip it 360 degrees. So therefore you can't decide which side you want the thick bezel on, which is a little bit annoying. You can tilt it up and down. It's about 21 degrees upwards and about 5 degrees downwards. You could probably get more with a VESA mount though on a wall. The left and right tilt is 20 degrees both left and right, and the height is about 130mm in adjustable height here. So the I/O, it comes with 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, 1 display port 1.2, 3.5mm headphone jack, 3.5mm mic jack, 2 USB 3 ports, 1 USB SS hub port, and a Kensington lock. There is no USB-C on it, which is a bit of a shame to see. So my conclusion on this, well, I didn't expect much from this monitor because this is one of the first ones that they've released. They've released a few more recently, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was not going to be very good here. I've been using a lot of Zowie recently, and this is a good monitor, man. One of the surprising things was how good the colour is on this and the brightness. It was really good compared to some of the ones I've been using. The features on it, again, a little bit gimmicky. I like the black equalizer, but the top end ones tend to have that. It's not going to make it any different to anything else here that's in the market. The aim stabilizer, a few people have said they can tell. I'd question it because when you're moving that fast, you're not generally seeing how sharp the picture is, and 240Hz mono pictures are pretty sharp anyway, so it's noticeable in certain tests, but in reality, I'm not sure you're going to notice it. What is noticeable is it's got one of the best OSDs in the market, if not the best. It is brilliant for configuring your monitor and changing things, and it's a lot easier than all the other ones. Some of them are an absolute piece of shit, and this one is really good. Got some decent I/O. Shame it hasn't got a USB-C port in today's world. That's pretty useful, and it's a bit of a shame not to have that, especially at this price of monitor. And overall at the moment, this is my main gaming monitor. I'm using it all the time, and I am loving every bit of it. So, if you've enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what the tests we can put in there. I'm going to compare this to the Zowie one and the Alienware. I've also got a review coming for the Zowie 2546 as well, because I've got that here. And I need to get hold of the Alienware one to test it as well, so we'll see. The charts and statistics will get better as we go on. These are the first monitors we've done, so the charts are a little bit better at the minute, but like my mice stuff, as you've seen, they're going to start to get a lot more better and progressively show you more detail here, which can be very useful going forward. And if you want to see any more tests than these that I've not done, then let me know. We'll take a look. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.